Mic check, 1 2 1 2. It's Georgette.
Oh, I thought she was going to say star. I thought she was going to say star.
No.
It's Georgette Star, and I'm Snap.
And this is Black and Nuanced Podcast. Don't mind the crunchy in the background. I'm so hungry, y'all.
Get it.
But welcome to Black and Nuanced Podcast, dispelling the ideas that all black people are monoliths. Because we're not. We bring our varying perspectives to pop culture, relationships, and things we go through that we can't always name. Welcome to Black and Nuanced Podcast, powered by
ExcitementRadio.com.
Can you leave the .com off?
.com. Even though we're sponsored by that, Excitement Radio?
Yes.
They got a really cool website.
Okay.
I check it out.
Y'all gonna hear some
Not to mention, they feature us every Wednesday at 6 p.m.
At 6 p.m.
ExcitementRadio.com. Catch that
Yes.
Black Nuance show. What?
They can catch us on Apple Podcasts too, and what else?
And
Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spotify. Okay, I'm gonna be crunching, so I'm gonna let Snap talk for the first time. So Snap, what's going on, man? Let's catch up.
What's up with you? Well, yeah, you eating, so I can't. No, I'm doing this. I just, whatever. But I'll tell you what's going on, right? Super Bowl was yesterday. Today is officially Monday. Super Bowl.
Well, it would have been 2 days ago when this comes out on Wednesday.
There you go. All right.
You moved into a new house?
I moved into a new house.
Let's start with that. And then we can go to the fucking Super Bowl. I'm over them.
Well, so remember how I was telling you I feel like an absolute like a sucker. I just because my contribution. See, I'm all tongue tied at the emotion. This is where I'm coming from right now. I'm coming from this new place. And I just got a lot of things going on. And so, but I'm feeling like a sucker because, again, financially, I really didn't contribute to this project here. I really didn't. I mean,
So you didn't help with the application? You didn't put a down payment?
Not a nothing.
It's not even a help.
Name on the deed, no nothing. And to the point where, like I knew that was a frustrating process. And I think that's why I never looked into purchasing a house just because of what, and I kind of went through this experience one time already with my daughter's mom. I just knew it was just an aggravating process, and so, I got to give it up to her. She really put her foot in it and she stuck with it. And so over the last 3-4 months, she's just been going through some things, making this phone call, making that phone call, making sure this was right, making sure that was right. And it just got really stressful,
Well, why didn't you jump in? Y'all, I'm almost done with these crackers, by the way.
I can. Well, there wasn't much I could do. I mean, I'm in a situation right now to where.
Why didn't you want to put a down payment down? That's the real question.
Because I ain't got no money.
Oh,
when I say I'm straight broke right now, I mean, literally, it's almost to the point where I think I get paid on Friday, but my money is spent on Thursday. It's like, it's almost one of those, and I'll admit to living a paycheck to paycheck.
Same.
But sometimes shit, I mean, that paycheck to paycheck is even crazy because, there's extra shit come up. And any kind of extra shit come up, so anyway, so congratulations. Me and my lady, I'm gonna give her 99% of the credit for getting us into a house. So I can't say we're homeowners, but at the end of the day, this is not my wife. My name is not on the deed. I'm not on the mortgage, but here I am claiming, this is our, so, but again, the frustration kicks in because I've moved into this new house. I've talked about the old house.
You talked about this house too.
The place that we live in now it's a great location, nice neighborhood, upstairs, downstairs. The problem is, I just got an issue with the dogs. If we had good dogs, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But
because you got bit, you didn't even talk about that. You got bit.
I got bit in the face by one of the dogs. The dog that sleep with me. That dog bit me in the face. Full disclosure,
what did you do for that dog to react?
All right, well, he was on the bed. He was doing something, and I did snuggle up to him a little too close. And I don't know. I forgot what I was doing. I forgot what he was doing.
You bit his leg.
That's what it was. There you go. Okay, so there
snuggling.
you go.
You bit that fucking leg.
Yeah, well, actually, he was in between us, right? And so I was trying to get closer to her. He was trying to get me away from
close to your
right.
face?
So I kind of just not even bit it. It was like a nice little gnaw, right? A nice gnaw. But I don't even think my teeth hit his flesh or nothing. It was literally like, you know how you use your lips over your teeth and you like,
right.
So I did like one of those, like this,
nub.
and he turned around with like, and yeah, so I still got his canine mark. I
can barely see, but you know what, y'all?
Now, I've been using cocoa butter on this joint.
We got to
daily.
remember to take pictures when we leave here. So now that my hair is done, we're definitely taking a picture too.
Yeah. So, but again, frustration about owning a new place is just, like the old owners know everything wrong with the place. We just know cosmetically, the new floors, it look this. But, I go in the backyard, I realize, wait a minute, the backyard hose is leaking out of the wall. So now I got to get that fixed.
Yeah.
All new screens got to be put up because the windows
because you are now the landlord and the owner,
right? The roof still needs to be done, and for the amount of money that went into it, I was ready to just walk in ass naked and ready to just, that's it, this is what I'm going to do right here. But again, with the cost, and I get it, we needed to get into something and we tired of paying, because again, I be talking about that weed shit. And my contribution is limited. But rent was like $2,500 a month. Mortgage is going down to about $2,000 a month.
You're saving some money.
A lot, but
you got to make up for it in the things that you all have to do to fix up the house. But that's still
right. But just little things. So there's absolutely the house is not old, but there was an older woman who lived in it. My helping contributions is that man shit around. Baby, I can't open this jar. Here you go.
Well, so did you not contribute to the rent before in the townhouse?
Limited. I'm minimum.
Because you got the child support.
The child support
really
kills me.
Yeah.
And literally, it's like I'll be able to make great moves in another 4 years or so.
Oh gosh.
But again, I need to, like I said, I know I need to do more. I think I actually need to pick up another job, or two. Mm-hmm. So just working on that, doing things like that. But that's frustrating in itself because
you're in this house not owned by you, not feeling like you're contributing financially. Your woman it's in her name. Mm-hmm. This doesn't feel like an us thing. It feels like a her thing. But you're not mad it's a her thing because she has to make decisions based.
Right.
Yeah, like you didn't propose to her. You're not married to her.
Right.
You could pick up and leave tomorrow, and she owns a house.
Right.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Snap.
Yeah. But again, I'm just, going around trying to do things around the house. The backyard totally unleveled, so I'm trying to unlevel that. And I didn't realize how much work it goes into.
I could just picture Snap just doing all these things.
Yeah,
back and forth.
So I'm doing the backyard. I went out to the front. There's weeds everywhere. But, you can't just spray Weed Be Gone because then you won't have no lawn. And then I got a neighbor whose half of my driveway lawn is attached to. So that's another thing. What I'm waiting for now is for him to actually cut his lawn so I can see where his end line is, and then I can go right behind him, kind of raise my thing the same height, and then make my grass the same level.
Have y'all just not talked about it?
Nah, man, I don't really talk to people like that. Okay, so this is the thing, right? The house was purchased a month ago.
Okay.
But because there's so much other things that need to go into it, the roof still need to be done and things like that. We haven't moved into it, so we're still at the rental plot. Okay. But I go there daily just to do different things.
I see, gotcha. I thought when you had told me you're like, yeah, I'm at the house. I was like, oh, did they?
Yeah, no. I was at the house, but I'm trying to put up screens. I'm trying to because there's no blinds at all on not one window.
Yeah,
there's
right.
not a blind.
It's your house.
Literally, you can walk by and look through from the front to the back.
Yeah, no, I don't.
So trying to fix that to where, and not to mention, right before we purchased it, the homeowner put all new appliances in. So, and there was no gate up. And guess what? Those appliances walked away. So, so that was a whole other thing. Yeah.
Wait, so y'all stuff got stolen from the house?
Yeah,
Even when y'all had purchased it?
Well, no, right before. So now the homeowner was like, well, what y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to fix the roof or y'all want these appliances?
I'll get that roof because the roof is going to cost more.
Yeah, well, we should have thought about that. We was like, nah.
Wait, y'all said the appliances?
Yeah, we need.
Oh, shit. I would have said roof, honey. Because roof is expensive. And the roof, you need the roof. Hello.
So where that money coming from? Because I ain't got it. See what I'm saying? So mentally,
y'all chose appliances.
Listen.
Okay, you're fine.
So, so again, little things like that. But beautiful place, beautiful area. I have yet to speak to my neighbors on this side, yet to speak to my neighbors on this side, but I think they're Latino. The neighbors directly across the street in front of me, I think they're white. So again, you know how people look, but they don't want to look, but they look. So
like, who are these people coming into our neighborhood?
Yeah, so over the weekend, I was moving in one of the beds, and it looked like the neighbor on the right side of me came out. And like they stopped at their car to look to see. I think they wanted to say something to us, but at the end of the day, I was in no mood to really talk to nobody. I'm at a storage. I'm unloading the storage, loading shit up in a U-Haul, loading shit up in my truck, and just so it became one of those days. And then turn around, I still had to come in for a shift from 4 to 8. So again, things like that. But again, it's a beautiful situation, nice place. But I just didn't wish I had to do so much into it.
Right.
But besides that, it's a really nice place. I'm excited.
You should be.
Yeah, I'm excited. She's excited. I know, finally. But like I said, there's some things that I know has to be done, and I'm looking around like, damn, I still got to make an insurance payment. That's don't pay your insurance, they suspend your license.
Insurance for what? For
car insurance.
Really?
Yeah.
For all the fucked up drivers that live in this state,
yeah.
For all the cars that look like they need to go back to the assembly line, they suspend your license. There's people that drive. There's people that drive in the state of Florida with no insurance.
That's what I'm saying.
So what about those people?
No, their license is most likely going to be suspended because now the insurance companies can suspend your license. They send out something to the motor vehicle to say, hey, you're not up to date, or you're not in ownership of insurance, but your vehicle. I wanted to sell it, but I wasn't driving it. But because I still had the plate, my license is suspended now. So that's another thing. So now I'm driving dirty. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, then I get
because of the plate that you did what?
Because I had no insurance
at the time.
Because I let the insurance lapse on a vehicle that I wasn't driving. Now that I'm driving it again, I had to get insurance. But now when I went to go, put the insurance on, they're like, "Yo, your license is suspended." And I was like, "Why would my license be suspended?" Oh, because you didn't have insurance. And literally, it was like 10 days worth of no insurance that they suspended me for. So I was like, okay.
This is such an ass backwards
and so
thing.
The first time it happens in Florida, it's $250. The second time it's $500. The third reason being is the first time my license was suspended was because of child support. Child support will F you up. And what happened with mine, the DOR changed their coding and went to...
What's the DOR?
The Department of Revenue support. So because I never went to them and because I never went to the job and said, hey, they changed their code, taking out the money from my check, but it was just going into an account. And DOR wasn't able to access it. So now it seems like I'm not paying my child support. But yet at the end of the day, the job takes it out every month, every 2 weeks. So why weren't y'all getting it? And why is it my problem to tell y'all new coding? Or, the same way you communicated to my job that you want to take money out, you could communicate to them that the numbers change.
Coding, yeah.
So, again, my license was suspended for that. And there was nothing I could do about it. There's nothing. I still had to pay the reinstatement, even though that wasn't my fault. So now I'm at the point where it's like. So
you're on the fourth. To them on record, you're on number 4.
Right.
So you got to pay that G. That's
$1,000 to reinstate my license.
Depending on what you're making, that could be a whole paycheck.
I'm not paying that. I'm rather, listen, I'm going to wait for them to pull me over. They either going to take me to jail or write me a warning.
Snap, don't let that happen.
Listen.
Snap, no, seriously. If I had the $1,000, I'd give it to you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Figure it out.
I'm going to try.
No, at least ask if you could do it in dead ass.
Yeah, there's no payment plans with the DMV.
Figure out. Let them know. Let me tell you what I did, and we'll go on to the next topic.
Mm-hmm.
I moved down here, got a parking ticket. And their dates are so fucked up, right? Like, they give you, most states, or at least where I used to live, they'll give you 30 days to pay a ticket. Mm-hmm. It could be any type of ticket. For whatever reason, they gave me... Or before they increase it. They gave me 2 weeks or something before the ticket price increased, and I didn't even catch it. So the ticket price, it just jumped astronomically.
Almost double, right.
And at that time, it was still nominal if you had the money.
Right.
But I basically said, I went and disputed it. But what my dispute reason was, I am experiencing financial hardship. Can this ticket price go back to the original? Sure enough, they replied back and dropped the ticket price to the original price.
Really?
So he declined my dispute, but he changed it back in the system.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
So they're not wrong, but then you're right. Okay, there you go.
That was all my that was my dispute reason. So Snap, if you and it's your fault, you gotta try it. Snap, you can easily say financial hardship. You don't have to tell them all that that jazz, but just say, don't be riding out here dirty like these and you're black too.
And I'm out here strong.
Bucka
too.
naked.
I'm out here. I do the speed limit. And I don't want to jinx myself, but I rarely come into cop confrontation or anything like that, or any kind of, I mean, they see I'm just a regular person driving. So now, and I don't stare at cops. You know how cops will mess with you when you give them that extra long look, or you just at you. Right. I ain't extended looking at you. I'm not adjusting my rear view to look at you behind me or nothing like that. I ain't doing none of that because but again, so like I said, I'm just a little stressed out right now, but it's good stress. Okay. It's not like yesterday. I know a lot of people boycotted the Super Bowl.
Oh, you mean Super Bowl Sunday? Perfect transition.
Rescreened. Okay, so I went to Home Depot. I bought some new screen. Outside of your windows, we have jealousy windows. I don't know if you know what jealousy windows is. They're older windows in South Florida. All right, so up north, you know how you got the up and down windows, right?
Oh,
like
you the cheap joint.
All right. Like you go to your thing, you latch the middle to unlock it, and you just lift it up.
Yeah.
All right, open, close. Modern windows now go from side to side. So now you can open the latch here and then slide your window open.
Okay.
All right, but then you have the screen. So jealousy windows are what was popular down here. They're windows with a little latch. You circle to the right or you circle to the left,
and
they'll
open
up. Right
yeah. They're called jealousy windows?
They're called jealousy windows. The house is full of them. There's about 30 windows in this house.
So is that what you were working on while watching the Super Bowl?
They all have to be replaced. So not only we're talking about a $10,000+ roof, we're talking about $20,000 in new windows.
Oh gosh.
All right. So again, it can be done. And the good thing about it is, a small down payment that I ain't have, she had, small down payment. And if your credit is good, then we can finance you. Okay. So again, if that works, yeah, that would be fine because now we can pay monthly on it as to that big ass buy one price, pay it all, blah, blah, blah. So now you're talking about, but yeah, so there's another $30,000-$40,000 that needs to go into this place. And a pretty penny was spent on it. And I think that's what itches me right now.
But did the Super Bowl help you unwind? What were you doing? You were doing all that stuff during watching the Super Bowl or something?
Working
on stuff?
Yeah, I was just working on stuff for the new house. So like I took down all the screens that goes to these windows. And then you got to take out all the liner, and then you got to take out the old screen and then really fit it. And then, my hands was hurting so bad. It's like, but I think people get paid good money to do that.
Oh, yeah, they do. Well, at least you caught the Super Bowl. I didn't catch any of that. That was my hair appointment.
Yeah, but I had mixed feelings about the Super Bowl because
I heard it was yawn and all this other stuff. So
it was a decent game, but it was a slow game because again, the Los Angeles Rams has a really good defense. But for some reason or another, the Patriots defense was really playing well. I mean, they was getting after the quarterback on the Rams side, Jared Goff. And so, it was a really slow game up until the fourth quarter. It was damn near 3-3 was the score. And then Tom Brady goes on one of his infamous runs up the field, and they score. And once I knew he scored, and it took the Rams the whole game to literally get damn near 3 points on.
Oh, that was the whole game, right? Because I remember, but it was 0-0 for a long time, through the third quarter.
Through the first half, because the Patriots scored a field goal right before. It would have been 6-0 going in, but Patriots kicker missed one of the field goals.
Okay. What about this halftime show? I heard it was
halftime
it
show.
Was not
okay,
exciting.
And that's another thing too. So I ain't even gonna lie. I had the regular TV on, but I am a Maroon 5 fan.
Okay.
And so when they came on, and after all the talking and it started, I actually hit the surround sound.
Okay.
On the stereo system because I wanted to hear it. And one of my joints, Move Like Jagger, I like that song. But he had a couple. Maroon 5 has a couple hits.
But I heard the audio, so I was listening to the morning show. I heard the audio when I heard the audio clip of their performance. It didn't sound good. Travis Scott didn't really sound good either.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so Travis Scott came out with Sicko Mode, so that was dope. If you like the song, right. I like the song
because I just shaky.
But what happened was, they tried to do it like how Run DMC and Aerosmith got together and they did that Walk This Way, and it was a hit. Run DMC went from an urban group to a international group, because of the sound. And I think that's what they tried to do. I think they tried to take one of his songs with that guitar sound, that rock sound, and make it like a kind of but it just, when you think of the standards, when you think of Walk This Way, and you think of the way Run DMC's song sounded, you like, yo, that was a hit. and they were able to become Run DMC were able to become rock giants, and I think that's what they were trying to do with Travis. I think just put him,
and it didn't work, is what you're saying.
I just don't think it didn't flow. It didn't flow.
Okay, that didn't sound like
but
a
and then
mismatch.
he ended off Maroon 5 ended off with Move Like Jagger. The ladies loved it.
I'm just wondering if Maroon 5 was the right choice.
Well, I can't say right or wrong, because for the longest time, the Super Bowl, was the place to be for halftime, right? And then, the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, and, we started taking a stand on it and things like that. But I'm thinking about the same thing, right? Why am I going to boycott the Super Bowl? And I know a few people did. Angela Davis, Ava
DuVernay wasn't watching it.
Okay,
Yep.
and so... But I turn on the TV, and the very first person I singing the national anthem is Gladys Knight. And she sang that shit. I mean, she ain't sing it like Whitney did, but like when I think of Whitney singing, I'm like, damn, you made that a song and shit. You made the greatest love of all, so things like that. But Gladys sounded really good. The sisters, Hallie and
Chloe, that's dope that
they sounded great.
They sang, what did they sing? During the
America the Great.
They were saying it right before the Super Bowl too?
Yes. So
wow, the fact they even got that billing.
When I say, and this is the soul that was coming out of these people, like it was like, ooh, it's like I get to miss that. I would have missed that if I boycotted that. But again, these are opportunities. I know that you could say the NFL took away the opportunity from Colin Kaepernick, but we all can say we do things that, miss. And sometimes, you take a risk. And so I'm not going to say, because I know it happens all the time, I can't say that I don't agree with or I disagree with what Colin Kaepernick did, because, again, that was his thing to stand up for his belief in social injustices.
Right.
And so who am I to say that was wrong or that was the wrong place? But you had a lot of broadcasters saying on national TV that he shouldn't have did it there. But then you had other people arguing, well, he didn't do it there. It was a reporter who said, what are you doing? I'm not going to stop watching, because there are a lot of other black men who raise children off of these checks, who raising families off of these checks. I think the whole president thing, I think that maybe threw it off for, But anyway, was I watching the Super Bowl to actually watch the Super Bowl? No, because I knew the Patriots were going to win. If the Patriots get into, we could be looking at the GOAT.
We're all over them.
So, and I can't even root against Tom Brady anymore. For what? There's no point. That's like me rooting against. For the longest time, I was a New York Knicks fan. And like I told you, Michael Jordan stole it all from us, because there were about 3 years we could have won in those 90s. But I mean, Michael Jordan came on, and we admit he was the GOAT. So who am I to say, you know what, I can't be a Michael Jordan fan? So I had to. You got to show credit where credit is due.
So I guess I'll just plug in and watch the performances later. Like, I'm not in a rush for it. Like, I wanted to be somewhere to watch it, but I was like, oh, okay, I'm fine.
How come you didn't go out to the Sport of Kings? We was doing something special over there.
Because my hair appointment took the whole entire time of the Super Bowl game. I literally left 2 minutes left in that damn game. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Funny thing you say that, right? Mac asked me. He was like, yo, got a friend from work hosting the event. He's like, yo, why don't you come through? And I'm like, to be honest with you, man, I haven't really been clothes shopping in 2-something years or something like that. And I'm like, nah, I can't just show up like that.
Yes, you can.
And then he's like, well, look, what I'm going to be wearing? And I'm like, nah, but look. You wasn't going to go if your hair wasn't done. And so I feel a certain way.
No, let's clarify that. I have been swimming for the past 4 weeks.
You right, though? You're right, though.
I had to get that done, Snap. I did. My hair was looking like silly. Who shot you underneath those hats? And she only is around for the week on the weekends.
There you go.
So I could not let another.
So
anywho, let's get into this next topic. So getting into this next topic, it's Black History Month, Snap. And I want to bring something up because I saw this in the headline. So, they've been talking about Bennett College, all women's college, who is struggling to keep their accreditation. They had to raise $5 million. We are recording this on a Monday, the day of. The press conference is going on right now, so we're really waiting to break the news. I mean, obviously you're going to hear this before. You're going to hear this after the fact, but we're just trying to hear if they made their $5 million.
Well, Bennett is still accredited. If they don't make this $5 million, they're going to lose their accreditation. And so when I heard the story about like fellow AKAs getting together on a movement to kind of give back with donating to these HBCUs, I just figured that Bennett was one of those schools that they were.
Well, let me say this, because I don't want to. And then the other thing was, a competing university. Where was it? Where's the college?
It's called. I was about to say Trinity University.
High
It's
Point
called
University.
High Point
They donated $1 million, so I know that really, 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 really helped them. And so,
but could you imagine? Like, I have students, you have students. We both have a great program, and I go and say, "Wait, you need $1 million?" And I'm going to give it to you instead of having all your students come and help my college. I just thought that was amazing because, again, why? Why would you get, even though, if I'm correct, that is a male and female college?
Bennett?
High Point? High Point.
I think it's
I think High Point is male and female.
I think it's.
So wouldn't you want those?
Wait, they're clapping.
Okay, we're clapping because. So they actually did
They
raise
did!
$5 million. Okay, before Friday, it was $4.8 million. And so it looks like they officially raised over $5 million, making Bennett College officially still an accredited university.
Okay, great. We can cut that off now.
That is awesome.
We'll read the headlines later. So Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is donating over $1.6 billion. Excuse me. That's a lot of money. Donating $1.6 million to over 32 HBCUs. And so the first thing I thought about was Bennett College. Bennett College is an all-woman college that was facing, they were basically about to lose their accreditation unless they raised $5 million by this past Friday that passed. So we were literally listening, because we're recording this on a Monday, we were listening to the press conference in real time. Obviously, you're going to find out later today, or excuse me, later. By the time you hear this, you'll already know what the fate of Bennett College is. But we just found out that they raised a little over $5 million, so they're able to keep their accreditation.
Absolutely.
Super dope. And so Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, their first installment of contributing to HBCUs with some financial setbacks is not until, it's going to be $50,000, and it's going to be the end of this month. I think their first installment's going out, so they're just going to do 32 HBCUs. So anyway, I was concerned about Bennett College because I was just like, I wonder if they're going to include Bennett College in that, but but nonetheless, it's dope that they made it. I'm so happy about that. But it's kind of crazy. It kind of brings up something different because I went to an HBCU, but I've had some qualms with my HBCU, but I donated to Bennett before I donated to my own HBCU, so that says a lot.
Yeah, I think, like I said, when it comes to HBCUs, some of us, man, I mean, and we go through, I see a lot of educated black folk, man. And a lot of educated black women get to graduate from these HBCUs. I think the males graduate at a slightly lower number. But again, even with a degree, and you go out into this workforce and can't get paid what you know you're worth, it becomes a problem. And it's like when you got a good job, but you got these bills to pay, you got a mortgage to pay, it's almost hard to give back to your HBCU. And I think that's the difference, White people give back to their colleges.
Oh, they do.
They do.
My grad school was a PWI, which is a predominantly white institution. But no, I had some qualms that happened at my HBCU, and I felt like they threw me under the bus with some stuff, and I just wasn't having it. So in my mind, when I graduated, I dismissed the college with it. Right. And so we'll see if I'll ever get out of that. But I do associate a lot of things that happen, even some trauma, with my school.
There you go.
In that area. So, anywho, Bennett College, good for them. That's so dope. Black History Month all day, every day. So going into all of the things. And this kind of relates back to what we were talking about in the beginning when you were talking about the house and how you feel like you don't financially contribute. But the income disparities in relationships as a quote unquote man, because that's what you physically are gender wise, and that's how you identify, Snap. Do you feel some sort of way if your partner makes more than you, that you make less, that you're not able to contribute financially? I just wanted to throw that in there.
Absolutely.
And this is before I knew about your whole house story.
Right. And so people might say maybe because of the situation that I'm in, but I totally have nothing. I mean, the way I see it, my whole life, the women in my life made more than the men in my life. And it's almost like I didn't want to fit into that pattern, and here I am finding myself in it. But is it like, all right, well, when we first started dating, no, I made way more money than she did. But now it's like, okay, now she done been to school. Now she done went to nursing school. Now she done became an OR manager. Now she's a manager of part of a human resource. So, you know what I mean? It's like there's growth. And my growth, I was comfortable where I was at.
That comfort thing. I'm telling you, complacency.
And so I was just cool with, this is what I make, this is what I do, and this is what they take, So, but, when speaking to my peoples, like I'll have my dude to be like, nah, man, I'm the man of this house. I pay the bill. She only going to do this. She only going to do that. And I'm like, damn, that's so not how I'm not living right now.
Right. Listen, I don't think there's an issue with someone wanting to take on that role, but I think there should also be the balance of, okay, if, your woman makes more than you. Have you all talked about it, communicated about it? What do you feel like you need from her if your partner is a woman and you're, the opposite sex or whatever? What do you feel like you need from your partner to make you still feel secure in the relationship? I think that's all it really is. I go back and forth with my friend, like he feels like, like that's his thing. He wants to be the provider, the protector, blah, blah, blah. But, if I start moving around in my industry in entertainment with TV and radio and producing and writing, they spend and waste money in entertainment and in the entertainment industry. I have seen it firsthand working in TV production. Mm-hmm. There's just money to blow, right? And it's not coming from your own bank account. Right. So experiencing it firsthand, I'm just like, if anything, if you're my partner, you getting in on this too. Unless you start acting up. So I was curious about that. I don't have a man. I'm not dating anybody, so I can't even speak towards that. But I would, if it's something that came up, I would love to talk. I would think we would have to have an open discussion about it.
I wish I had a man in my life who showed me. Yeah. Growing up, like, nah, boy, this is what you do right here. This
that clicks. Why you are so okay with it because this is all you knew. Shit, damn, Snap. Man, what you learn and you experience when you're younger really shapes you until you go to therapy.
I see, because I never had a problem. I told you one time I went out with my lady,
and she gave you the money, but she let you she made you she gave you the optics of you being the man in the situation out and about.
Right, and so and one of the things I wanted to feel funny, like, no, don't do that to me. You can pay. Ain't nothing wrong with you saying I'm gonna take care of you. Like I'm and okay, remember that we was talking about somebody who said that they want the man. It was an artist who said they want the woman to take care of everything. Oh, I think I heard it on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. One of the artists was saying that they think that I forgot who it was. It was ASAP Rocky. Okay. He said that women should treat him. Women should take care of him. He the blah 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 blah. But again, I don't go out there saying it like that. But I don't think you should have to go to your bank account, take out your money, and then say, put it in my pocket.
But that's her way of trying to make you feel secure. But if you don't feel like you need that, that's different.
That's called being dickmatized. I learned that.
Okay, no, it's not.
Comedian.
That's not.
Comedian Samore said you are dickmatized when you will go to the bank, take out money and give it to your man and make it look like she said, and I was like, damn, that's me.
No,
and she said you are dickmatized knowing that your man don't got a license or his license is suspended. And he's saying, baby, I need to use your car to go up the block. And his license is suspended, but you'll let him take that car.
Whoa. You think she's dickmatized by you?
I don't want to say dickmatized.
You just said it.
I did. Okay, you're right. I did say it. I don't want to say she's dickmatized. She loves me, right?
Right. But you think that, I'm not going to say her judgment's clouded, but you think, she will make decisions. I don't think it's that. I think it's her trying to make you feel secure. But it's worth it. I think you should play this episode for her and ask her. Snap, how can they find us?
You know where they can find us. On IG and Twitter at... Hold up.
You got this. I'm going to let you rock.
Twitter and IG at Black Nuance Pod. Of course, they could also find us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify at Black and Nuance Podcast. And we got the dope email address, blacknuancedpod@gmail.com for questions, comments, and feedback. I ain't even going to lie. I just had to read that.
Oh, you don't have to tell them, but that's fine.
I ain't going to lie.
Listen, for feedback, and the feedback is... that he should let his girlfriend know that he should ask her if she's dickmatized by him. I'm just saying.
I don't think it's dickmatized.
You said it, though.
I said it because Samore referred to it as that.
I don't think it's
but
dickmatized.
It's definitely not that. No.
I think y'all, this is funny. Okay.
I think I lost my mojo a little bit.
Okay. To be continued. Peace.